Guys, to my YouTube channel. So in today's video we'll be talking about an important level called the resistance level, and then we'll be looking at the chart pattern, which is the head and shoulder, and then we'll be looking also at another chart pattern which will be called the double top. Okay, so you'll be learning how to combine these three concepts together to be able to take any trade on any market. Okay, regardless whether you are trading the forex market or the synthetic index market or whatever market you are trading. Okay, the most important thing is for you to understand these three concepts that I'm about to show you. Okay, so you want to know what a resistance is, then what a head and shoulder pattern is, and then what a double top is. Okay, now I know most of you must have heard of this concept over and over again, but the challenge that most of you have is to be able to combine this concept together and to be able to know where to enter exactly at the market. And that's why I'm able to do this video, so that you'll be able to know when exactly to combine these three concepts and enter the market. Okay, so it's not just enough for you to know what a support is, what a resistance is, or what a head and shoulder pattern is. Okay, the most important thing is for you to know how to combine these concepts together and take a trade for yourself in the market. Okay, so if you have not been profitable and you are looking for a strategy or a means of knowing how to be able to enter the market, then I want you to watch this video to the end, because you'll be learning how to spot a resistance level, a head and shoulder pattern, and also the double top. Okay, so this is what you'll be learning in today's video, and make sure you do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, and if you've not turned on your notification bell, kindly do so now, and also share this video. Okay, so that other traders can do well to get access to this video and make money for themselves in the market. Okay, and then if you have not turned on your notification bell, kindly do so now, so that you'll be notified whenever I drop useful video like this. Okay, so right about now, let's just quickly go over to the chart so that I will show you how we are able to identify and spot this entry in the market. Remember, we are going to be talking first of all about the resistance level, and then the head and shoulder pattern, and then the double top. Okay, so the resistance level will be what we'll look at first. We are going to check out this resistance level. Okay, as always, you want to check out your resistance level from a higher time frame, so that, because those are the time frame that matter most. Okay, you don't want to start looking for resistance level on the 5 minutes or the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, so whenever you want to look for a resistance level, make sure you go to a higher time frame, like maybe the 4 hour, the daily, okay, or the weekly. Okay, and then whenever you want to look for the head and shoulder pattern, then you want to come down to lower time frame, like maybe the 1 hour or 30 minutes. Okay, and then for your double top, you can go to a smaller time frame, like maybe the 15 minutes or the 5 minutes. Okay, so if you are able to combine this analysis together, and this is what we call multiple time frame analysis. Okay, if you are able to combine this concept together, then definitely you should be able to take any profitable trade for yourself in the market. All right, so you don't want to panic and you don't want to rush placing a trade in the market, because you might end up losing your whole account. Okay, so right about now, let's just quickly look at the resistance level. But before we do so, I'm just going to quickly put up my stop loss and my take profit, so that we are able to manage our risk. Okay, so that we don't end up losing our accounts. Okay, and then this is so you can see that we are risking just $4 in this trade. Okay, should in case this trade does not go in our favor, because no one is in control of the market. Okay, so this is how we want to be approaching the market, not with a gambler's mindset. Okay, so the mindset you want to have when coming to the market is that this is a business. All right, so you don't just want to come to the market and hope that you can, accept you're a scalper. All right, even as a scalper, you want to manage your risk well. Okay, but even if you are not scalping, you're a day trader, you're a long-term trader, make sure you want to put your stop loss and your take profit in place, so that you don't get carried away by the market. Okay, so that will be our stop loss level. Then for that of our take profit level, you can see that this is where we want to put our take profit. Okay, so you can see that the risk to reward, so let's just approximate this to like $5, and then let's just approximate this to $27. Okay, so you can see that this, we are going to be having something like what, 5 times this will give us 27. So our risk to reward ratio is 1 to 5. Okay, 1 to 5, so meaning that for every $1 that we are risking, we are going to be making $5. Okay, and then that means that for every $4 that we are risking here, okay, we are going to be making close to $27, okay, close to 20 or $25 thereabout. So this is a good risk to reward ratio, okay guys. So this is how you want to trade in the market and approach it from a business standpoint, okay, and not from a gambler's mindset, okay. So we'll just quickly go to the higher time frame now to spot our resistance level, okay. So as always, the first thing we want to do, so let me just quickly set it now. So I think we have modified, so I'm just going to click on modify, and then we have our stop loss and our take profit in place, okay. So we are not really bothered should in case the market does not go in our favor, okay. So this is what we are willing to risk, and it will end up safeguarding our account, okay, unlike when you don't put a protective stop loss, okay. So we'll just quickly go to the daily time frame now. All right, so on the daily time frame, what you will notice is that price, for the first thing we want to talk about, okay, is the resistance, okay. Remember, we want to talk about the resistance, okay, and the opposite is true, okay. Should the case maybe this was a down market, okay, and we want to buy in this market, okay, the reverse would have been the case, okay. It would have been maybe a support, would have been talking about a support, okay, but now we'll be looking at resistance because price is coming from the upside, okay. Now what we want to do to be able to identify this resistance is to be able to draw our zone here correctly, okay. So this will be our zone, okay. So if you notice, you will notice that for a while now price has been, moving around this area, okay. So price has been moving around this area. You can see, okay, the rejection here, you can see the rejection here, the rejection here, okay. So this shows us the willingness of price to break out from this zone, okay. Price is finding it difficult, and so whenever you spot this kind of a level on your chart, okay, you want to take advantage of it, okay, and that is what we are doing, okay. So you just mark out the resistance level at maybe the close of the candle here, okay, and then you can still draw another zone here because they are not really perfect. There's no really perfect entry in the market, okay. So you can see another level here at this top of the week here. That could have been another zone here, so for us to mark, and then we are having like up to three, like a resistance level that we can actually spot in the market. So if we adjust, we have one level here, and then the final level will be at this particular, because we can see 1, 2 and 3 here, so we can draw another zone there to mark as our resistance level here, okay. So there's no hard and fast rule to this things. You just want to be flexible and dynamic whenever it comes to trying to mark out this zone in the market. So you can see that price definitely is coming to this level. So what we want to do now is to go to the 4-hour time frame to see things clearly, okay, and better. So on the 4-hour time frame, so you can see that the third zone that I actually mark here, okay, which is this particular zone here, okay, which is this particular zone here, you can see the first rejection here, okay, and then price came to make the second rejection here, okay, and then price came to make the third rejection here, okay, and then now we can see that price is coming back to that same level, okay. Price has come back to that same level, okay. So this gives us an idea that this is what price is likely to do, and also as an idea for those of us that might want to buy, maybe price should come back to this level. Price, there's going to be a reaction, maybe if not a strong buy, but maybe a buy in the market, okay. So then definitely after noticing this, the next thing we want to go is to go to the 1-hour time frame, or the 30 minutes time frame, whichever time frame we are comfortable with, okay. So remember, we have finished talking about the resistance level, which is one of the factor of confluence that we use to determine why we should be in this trade, okay. So the second thing we want to determine is to make sure we determine the chart pattern, which should be called the head and shoulder, okay, chart pattern, okay. So you can see that whenever you spot this head and shoulder pattern, it is a very powerful reversal strategy, okay. So the first thing we want to note is first of all, we want to identify the first shoulder, okay. So this will be like either the first shoulder here, okay, and then the next thing we want to identify is the head, okay. Remember, this will be the head, and then the next will be the second shoulder, okay. So once you are able to identify this swing point, which is our head and shoulder, okay, remember the same is true for an inverted head and shoulder pattern should the case you want to be buying, okay, but in this case we want to be selling here, okay. That's why we see this head and shoulder pattern. So you want to identify that, and for us to be sure that this is a very clear head and shoulder pattern, then we can go to the 30 minutes time frame, okay. On the 30 minutes time frame, we see that it is very clear here, okay. So when trading the head and shoulder pattern, make sure that the first shoulder here is lower than this head here, okay, as you can see, and then the second shoulder here is lower than this head here, okay. So this must be lower than this, and this must be lower than this, okay, to confirm a valid head and shoulder pattern, okay. But if you can see previously, we'll notice that price actually created a kind of like a shoulder here and then a head here, okay. And the next thing we saw that this particular point here was higher than this, so this has invalidated our head and shoulder pattern. And then all of a sudden we saw price here creating this shoulder here, then the head here, and then this being lower than this, okay. So this gives us a confirmed head and shoulder pattern. So after we have been able to identify that, now we want to exactly pinpoint where to place our entry in the market, all right. And this will lead us to the next point where we are talking about the double top, okay. Remember, we've talked about the first key point which we want to take note of, which is the resistance level, okay. Make sure you identify the resistance level first, or the support level, whichever the case may be. Then the second thing we want to talk about is the head and shoulder pattern, in this case for a sell, okay. For it to be in a buy, it will be an inverted head and shoulder pattern, okay. And then the last thing we want to talk about, which will be our exact pinpoint of taking a trade, will be a double top, okay, a double top. And in the case of a buy, we refer to it as a double bottom, okay. But since we want to be selling, it will be referring to as a double top, okay. So let's quickly spot this double top in this video, okay. I believe you're gaining value from this video. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly do so now. Kindly turn on your notification bell and kindly hit share this video so that other traders can do well to get access to this valuable content, and they'll be able to take a trade for themselves in the market, okay. So the next thing we want to do is to go to the 5 minutes time frame. And on the 5 minutes time frame, okay, this is the 15 minutes time frame. On the 5 minutes time frame, what we want to do is to be able to identify that double top. But before we identify that double top, we will notice that this is kind of like a small resistance here, okay. So if we draw our zone at this particular level here, we will notice that price created like a first rejection here, and then price is now coming back at this level, okay. So price made a rejection here, and price is now coming back to that same level, okay. But for us to be able to take a trade at this particular level, what we want to identify on the 5 minutes time frame is a double top, okay. So we can see that a double top was created at this particular level here, okay. So this double top here is a powerful reversal strategy, okay. So we see that first of all, price made this leg here up, and the price, bought, sold from here, and price moved up, and price started. So because of the aggressive entry we took here, okay, so we didn't really wait for the market to form completely, okay. But what would have been the ideal thing to do was to have waited for this break of structure here, and then enter somewhere here, okay, take our first take profit here, okay. But because we see that the market is definitely going to be selling for a long time, that is why the market just started selling at this particular moment. And then definitely we want to see market run for a long time, okay. We want to see market run for a long time. So guys, this is how you want to be taking any trade using this powerful concept. Remember, you want to first of all look for the resistance, and then you want to look for the head and shoulder, and then the double top, okay. So if you are able to master these three concepts, believe me, you should be able to take any trade for yourself in the market. So guys, I believe you've gained value for yourself. As always, make sure you try these things out first on your demo account before you go live, so that you don't end up losing your account. And remember, everything I do here are for educational purpose, okay. I won't be held responsible for your loss in the market, just as I won't be held responsible for your wins, okay. So guys, I believe you've gained value from this video. So cheers guys, I'll see you in my next trading video. So stay profitable guys.